Foxy.
Okay, the next one we're gonna do, and the last one, is gonna be the bunny rabbit, and we're gonna be doing the royal icing so that you can see how to work with the royal icing. So this is the bunny cutter, this is the cookie. I actually don't need the bunny cutter anymore where I did on the other ones because I'm gonna be using the royal icing and not cutting out fondant for it. So I have royal icing here, which is basically just meringue powder, water, and sugar. And what we're gonna do is outline the cookie first. So tip number 3, white royal. And what I like to do is I like to hold it with my right hand but steady it with the finger on my left. I lightly touch down, squeeze, and then lift up just slightly. And I want to go around the edge and I'm just slightly in. When I get to about here, I'm gonna touch down and move so I get a better angle. Lightly touch, squeeze, lift up a little, come around the edge. So see, I'm not right on the corner, I'm in just a little bit. Another spot there to stop, squeeze, continue. I prefer to keep like this angle because when I go up like I just did there, what happens, this angle you have a nice straight line. If I end up coming back then this way, sometimes the tip gets in the way and you have a flatter line, so just kind of keep that in mind, depending on what the cookies are for and how perfect you want them to be. So see, stop right there, turn again, come down. And touch. And you can also, if you don't have, if you have a line that you don't like or a little smudge, you can take a brush here with a little bit of water. It's not the best brush, I don't think, but a little bit of water, and like you can push your lines in like this, or connect that a little bit better like that. So a lot of times you don't really have to do that if it's some that you're entering a show for or something. Then you might want to do that, but that's certainly an option rather than redoing the whole thing. But the nice thing about the royal on the cookie is you could just wipe it off if you needed to. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is flood this in. So for that, I need more white royal icing, and I need a parchment bag with no tip, and I need some water. So I'm going to pour some water in here a little at a time, and then stir this up. Now when you first pour the water in, since it's kind of on the stiff side, you want to go slowly so that you don't, if you do it too quick, it's going to be in your face. How do I know that? I've done it. So I can start to go a little faster now. And mix, 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 mix. Get this part all mixed in before you decide if you need to add more water. And how do you know? I'll tell you in just a second after I get this blended a little more. So there's no lumps. Okay, what I want to be able to do is pick this up and let it drop. And if I slowly count to 10 and all the icing has gone flat, then you're good. If you do it within 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's probably a little bit too thin and it could overflow on your cookie. So right about like that, and that's good to go. Okay, so if it wasn't ready, then I just put a little bit more water in. It is, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour it into my bag. Again, there's no tip on the bag. Fold this bag down, bring this in, roll this down. This water out of the way, small scissors, and I just want to snip a little bit off the end here. Okay, and then I'll just start in this little groove, and what I want to do is just squeeze and just push into that little area. Now I don't want to start right next to the line because I'll overflow, so just in a little bit. And if I don't actually get it right into that corner, I can just push it. So I'm not squeezing when I do that, I just push it. Come around here. When you come in the ear. Now here I'm not squeezing, I'm just pushing. Push, push, push. Just push. And then come back over here. You don't want to go too slow because it'll already start to set up. And then when I get here, I'll just go pretty quick now inside. Oh, that wasn't good. That was terrible, actually. Okay, so let me just fix that. Oh my Lord. Let's see if we can fix it. If not, we'll just scrape the whole thing. Okay, and then squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then go back over and fix that. Look at that, you can fix it. Give it a little wiggle, just so that comes down, and whoo, saved it. So I don't really recommend that you drop the bag on the cookie like I did. That's really not part of the video, but hey, since I did it, you can see that I make mistakes too. It's not the end of the world. Put a little bit of water on here. Kind of blend that in. And blend that in here. Now the thing about these kind of cookies is you usually have to let this sit up a little bit before we actually go on to decorate it.